In terms of financial support, the things we provide our families, quite a range of options. Sometimes we'll do things like skill building, so things like budgeting and how to run a household, and planning for, the future. More practically, things we tend to do for everyone who comes through our doors when they need it is we can refer to various tax clinics, and we can work with the families in getting in touch with like the CRA, for example, and getting them the benefits they're entitled to if they haven't already set them up. So things like Canada Child Benefit and GST tax credits and things like that. Yeah, financial stability helps families thrive in a very direct relationship. Part of the aim of what my team does and what we do here at the Inn is we'll work with families in transitioning them out of the shelter system and into housing, whatever that looks like, whether that's private or subsidized through like Calgary Housing or something like that. And what the aim is because a lot of our families tend to be lower income, is we don't offer direct financial intervention in terms of like paying of rent. But one way that we tend to help is when folks do secure housing and move out, we kind of offer support in kind. So instead of financial resources, we will help them furnish the house or supply the house with cleaning supplies, bedding, everything that you need to take into a home to make a house a home and make it livable, so they don't have to rush out and go make these purchases with what they do have in terms of funding, which generally is what is average and supplied by Alberta Works, for example. So it saves them quite a lot of money that way. Collaboration from the sector helps us provide high quality care to families because families are very complex. There's a lot of different challenges and needs, and as much as we'd like to do it all, sometimes there are people who are just a little bit more specialized. So we can do the work in terms of budgeting and planning and working with clients in terms of financial questions, but we're very happy to work with people outside of our doors who maybe have a more specific mandate. So Momentum's a big one. They can help with things from career building to financial literacy to consumerism. We also work with a lot of like employment-based agencies, so helping people get into jobs, careers, and build themselves up over the long term. Definitely have a financial success story. Early on, this family stands out when we kind of first got into this sort of work. There was one family who came into our doors where dad had lost his job in the economic downturn with the oil patch, who did long distance trucking, and that industry had sort of dried up, and lost their one stream of income. Mom was unable to work due to a medical condition, but was unable to secure any sort of benefits at that time. And the only money this family had coming in was through their teenage son, who was receiving some money for a disability, but the whole family had to try and live off of that. So they ended up coming here, not able to make ends meet, and through job readiness and retraining of dad, through helping mom apply for her medical benefits that she should have been receiving for quite some time, and through preparing the son, despite his condition, for labor participation and some creative budgeting and planning, we actually got them out of here, and they've never come back. So yeah, last I've heard, they're doing quite well.